Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining me. And it is tips, Stamp of Tips with Tony, and it's Tuesday. So we're gonna do some tips and tricks tonight. I've got gonna talk to you tonight about a slimline card. So I'm coming to you live from my Riverview Creative Studio in New Bern, North Carolina, and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And if you'd like to go to my webpage, I have it's at www.riverviewcreativestudio.com. I have a blog that you can access, which also is on YouTube as well. And there's a storefront. You can order. You can contact me. There's you can talk to me about becoming a demonstrator and doing what I do. Anyway, lots and lots of options. But tonight, I thought that I would try something new with the slimline card, which I've been curious about, but I haven't really had a chance to play around with it. Because I have so many things that I wanted to do. So let me get my little crafty box of stuff, and I will show you the cards that I have created. And this card will fit. So I used the dimensions that someone else had given me. Hi, Vicky. And so this dimension, this slimline card, it will fit. Everything will fit. I'm going to show you. This one will fit in a number 10 envelope. Okay, so you can make an envelope for it, but it'll fit in a number 10 business size envelope. But what so I made this one because on the internet there's several people that have made slimline cards, and so this is what they did. So when I made it, it kind of bugged me that there's like a half an inch here, you know? It's like putting on the wrong size clothes or something. So it kind of bugged me. So I made, I'll show you what I did. I did something a little bit. But anyway, so this is all retired stuff. This paper, of course, I've told you before, these leaves. I love these leaves, but the set's retired. But I wanted to go ahead, and so is the paper, all of it. So I wanted to go ahead and use it because I love it. But anyway, to show you how to make the card. So this is one card that I made, and this is made with, the base is 7 inches by 8.5, okay? And then you score it in the middle. So you score it at like, 3.5. Sorry, my mind went for a second. So yeah, you scored it like 3.5 for that. Yep, 3.5. So that's that. So that's this size, which is a little bit smaller, but I love that you have more area to decorate. It's kind of cool. Anyway, that's that one. And then the one, I'm going to put this out of the way right now. And the one that I did myself, hey Darren, is, I love this one. Isn't it cute? So this one, okay, I made a little bit bigger, and I'll show you why. So here's how it fits in the envelope, right? The number 10. And see, it comes up where a card should come, in my estimation, right? So that's why I made it a little bit bigger. So my dimensions are, the base is 8 by 8.5. Okay, so I'll show you. So it's 8 wide this way, and 8.5, of course, this way. So you don't have to cut the paper that way. And then it is at 4, you score it at 4 inches. Okay, so then you get, so these, I don't know, I just really like how it's spaced out. And I'll show you what this, I'll tell you about the sets that I used and everything. But, and then on the inside, the paper, the front and the inside paper are 8.25 by 3.25. Okay, so 3.25 by 8.25. And that's for either the front, which I didn't put, because I used these, I didn't, from the celebration dies, I didn't put another color. You could actually do it, but I didn't. I chose not to put another layer on. But anyway, because I love the colors. So that's that. So what we're gonna do tonight is not this wood. We're gonna do something different because I hate to do the same thing twice. Anyway, so that's that. So I use the Zany Zebras for this, and then I use the So Much Happy for the balloon. The balloons, I die cut those. And so these are die cut out of DSP. And then this is just die cut out of regular cardstock. So that's that. So the happy birthday, the sentiment I took from the Zany Zebras. And the little hats come from the Zany Zebras. And so then I fussy cut all these out. And the Celebration dies, I'll show you, I love these. The Celebration die this size is, let's see, I'll measure it. It is 3 3/4 by 3 3/4 by 2 3/4. That's what this one is, 3 3/4. But it's the second smallest one. You know what that means in the set. But anyway, so that's what I used here. They fit perfectly across there. Okay. So anyway, that's that. So I hope this will be something that that you like to play around with. I'm not doing, like I told you before, I'm not doing any Christmas yet, so I'm doing non-Christmas decorations. But this would be a cute card. So I'll put this here. This is what we're gonna do. So we're gonna do our card base. We need to cut. I decided I would cut, so we're going to use these colors for our card base. We're going to use terracotta tile, bumblebee, and cinnamon cider. And we're going to use Tasteful Touches because we can. Hi, Tita. Thanks for joining. And but anyway, so we're going to use the Tasteful Touches. I love it. I've already got them over here on blocks. So let me get my trusty little... Oh, and I went ahead and cut out the one I showed you and the Celebration dies. I did this in cinnamon cider, so that'll be where our sentiment goes. And then I have this really shimmery black ribbon, which we're going to use to make the ribbon, if I decide to put a ribbon on. Okay. All right, so let me get this one out. Move these aside. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to do this one. Okay, slimline card number 1. Okay, so the base is 8 by 8.5. So we're going to use black for our base. So we already know, I'm just going to show you. We already know that this piece here measures 8.5, right? So we're going to turn it this way, and we're going to do 8. Okay, so let me do this. 8. So then you have a nice piece left over. Okay, so then we're going to, for the 8.5, this is the 8.5 size, right? So for the 8.5 size, we are going to score it. Wait a second. Oh, we're going to score it on this side, yeah. So we're going to score it on the 8-inch side. Sorry, I'm a little scattered. At 4, because that way, that's the way we want it to go. Okay, so that's that. And then let's see, I need to do the front, and the front's going to be 8 1/4. 8 1/4 by, you just have a little piece of that left over. 8 1/4 by 3 3/4. There's that. Okay, so there's that one. So that's going to be that. And then I think I already have, yeah, I already have the inside piece cut. So that's that. Okay, so we're done with our cutting. Let's set that aside. Okay, so let me do this. Where's my little bone folder? There it is. I don't know. I think I like this with the black. It's just really cool. So we're going to go ahead and put our white on the inside. So it's going to be dotted out of the way. I don't have to do that. Okay. Put that one inside. I love this. There's so many ideas you could do it for. I mean, for Christmas, would it be really pretty? There's lots and lots of things. You could decorate the whole front with the poinsettias. There's a lot more room to decorate it. And so that's what I really like about it, is there's more room to decorate it. You have to be a little creative when it comes to using DSP, unless you use 12 by 12s. Because of the, 6 by 6 wouldn't cover the whole thing, so you have to be a little creative. You have to think about it. This one I'm not going to stick on yet because we're going to stamp it. I'm going to design as we go because I haven't done this before. I know, I love them too, Vicky. Let's see. Okay, so I'll say this over here. And I want my sentiment to go in the center. There, like that, which is okay. And then where's my colors? Okay, so first I'm going to go light to dark. So start with this one. I like stamping color on color sometimes. So we're going to do this. Stamp this. Oh, you guys know how I love to do these things. One more, to do one more. Okay, do that. Okay, so that's that color for now. And then we'll do the terracotta tile. I like doing different things. Anyway, I decided after doing all that fussy cutting that I really just wanted to not fussy cut for this card because it's kind of nice. I don't know about you, but it's kind of nice to show options that don't require using a die, or not a lot of dies anyway, because it gives you more options to play with things. So I kind of like to do that. Okay, so then this one, I am going to do my, this feather is like my most favorite of anything. It's just my most favorite. I don't know, I just love it. Hope you guys have had a good day. We had that storm, for those not local, we had that storm last night, and it wasn't too bad actually. I couldn't sleep. I have a trouble sleeping when there's a bunch of stuff going on, like in the air and stuff. So so there was wind, there was all this stuff happening, so I was like, okay, it's just too much for me. So I couldn't sleep. So finally, then the power went out. And of course, we have a whole house generator. That creates another whole thing. And so we have a whole house generator, and of course, it didn't work. And so we've had all these problems with this whole house generator. Seems like this is 2 storms now that it hasn't worked. And so we spent a lot of time on the phone today. And of course, you know, it's frustrating. I mean, we have medical, I have a heart monitor it kind of is nice when it works. And so when there's no power, it doesn't work. So that was not a pleasant thing. Okay, so anyway, didn't get resolved, but maybe it will soon. Okay, so now we're gonna stamp our sentiment. Do you like that? I like this. I love the color. Hey, Connie. I love the way, I love these colors with the black and all these. They're just so, I don't know, they're just pretty. Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna do this sentiment. So let me see what color I'm gonna do it in. I'm gonna do it in black because I think I will like. I'll do it in Memento. I love Memento. I use it a lot. It's just you know, I'm always worried I'm doing something the wrong way, and so I don't know about you guys, but that's my thing. Worried I'm putting it. Oh, that's working. I have stamped things upside down before. I'm like, ah! Okay, so then I'm going to stamp something else on here because I want to. Let's see. What do I do with my inks? Oh, there they are. Let's do this color. I love the sentiment cider. So pretty. Okay, so we'll add a little bit of this to it. A little bit of that to it. Okay, I'll do a little bit over here just because. Okay, and then we will do these with a different color. It's just nice to be able to put different things on. this set, this Tasteful Touches is, well, there's a lot of sets that I like, but this one just, I don't know, it just really speaks to me. And so I don't know, it just seems very elegant, and I don't know, I just love it. Just have loved it from the beginning. Okay, so I'm going to use these little ones because I have them. It'll take me forever, but I have a lot of dimensionals that are out, and so I've just been trying to use up the little scraps. I've been using up the scraps today, all the edges and stuff, you know, and so I don't know, I had them stuck all over my fingers. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna put this on, and then we will do. Anyway, I like this card because it's a little bit wider. I mean, I love the slim one, but I think if I was going to use the slimmer one, then the slimline card that was 7 by 8.5, I think I would. I'd have to make my own envelope for it because I think it just seems too small for the number 10 envelope. Make sure I got all these off. Yeah, I did. Okay, so. I don't know about you, but I just eyeball it most of the time. So I'm going to eyeball it. Cool. What do you think? Now, I'll get out my trusty bow maker from Tada Wobits. And find my black. Oh, here it is. I love. So I've been. I think I showed you guys the rack that my husband made me for all my ribbons, and so normally I don't take them off. I just go and cut this amount that I need from it on the rack because it holds 150 rolls of ribbon. I've got it almost completely filled because, you know, ribbons, we have so many of them. So many beautiful ones. The only problem I have with this wider ribbon is I have trouble sometimes getting it as tight as I want it to. One of these days I'm going to snap these. I'm afraid I'm going to snap these little things in two because I pull so tight. But anyway, that bow maker is the best. It for $10. Oh my gosh. I struggled so long for making bows by hand because I'm almost on my 1-year anniversary. I keep saying this, but it's at the end of August. And I went through Thanksgiving, Christmas, Halloween, and I was making bows by hand, and it was by far the hardest thing for me. Hardest thing for me to do bows. I don't do package wrappings and stuff. My husband he loves to make bows, so he does really elaborate packaging for our Christmas presents, but I am not at all interested in doing that, so I don't. He decorates. I'll wrap the boxes for him, but he does all the decorations. He just loves it. I did a video with him showing people how to do his cards. It's not pretty. So I'm going to find there it is. Find my little glue dots. Put these on. I usually put 2 on because, I don't know, sometimes they come off. I'm a little rough on them, I guess. Sometimes I find them on the floor after I've put them on, and I don't know why, but anyway. So here's this. I think I put it on the wrong side. I did. Oh well, I'll do it this way now. Too late. Oh. Is that pretty? I love it. The T-pins, Vicky, you can get T-pins probably at Hobby Lobby or any of those places. There are different size ones, and I prefer, I used them a lot in my weaving, but this is a smaller size, and but I'm pretty sure I got them. Either I got them online or I got them like Hobby Lobby or whatever. But I use them for my weaving. That's how I attach we use them in weaving for everything. So that's how I started using them. But it just makes I think it keeps your ribbons a lot more tidy. So then you could just, you just put it on. It's easy to come off, easy, whatever. So that's why I started using them, because it makes more sense for me. But anyway. All right, so I'm going to do a little bit on the inside, but I'm going to do a little different. I'm going to do this one here. I love this one. what to do this wood for the inside. Because that's the other thing about this card is that I like to do 3. It's so much, it has so much more area that you could use for your project. You know, you can write. I mean, I love to write my own sentiments, but it's just nice to be able to have a little extra space to decorate with. That's what I do. That's what I like about it. Okay. Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed watching me make this card. And, you know, let me know if you have any questions. But I think it's kind of fun. I'm going to show you. We'll put it back in the number 10 envelope, okay? So it will go in there. So this is just a plain old business envelope. I didn't have time to practice making my own one for it, but I will make one, and then I'll show it to you later on. But so this, I mean, you can probably buy fancier ones, ribbon up fancier ones, but this fits perfectly in a number 10 envelope. And of course, you can add some bling to it, but I don't know, I just love it. So it could be masculine or feminine, whatever. But anyway, so I'll show you the other one. So here's the one with the zany zebras. This is a cute birthday card. My husband's going to be 50 in a couple of weeks, and I have to make him a 50th birthday card. I'm not going to make him this one, but I just really like this. Is so cute. Anyway, so that's that one. That was all fussy cut, and then I cut these little hats out and everything. And I love the balloons and the little ribbons, and I love all of that stuff. So I really do like the So Much Happy. I love the So Much Happy, and then the dies that come with that. And so then again, here's the celebration dies, which is what I used here, and it's also what I used here. Okay, and then the happy dies are in here, and so those, there's so many options. But here's the balloon I use, but they have a smaller one, and then there's the little balloon string, and then of course there's a little bow if you want to use it. And then these are the little stars that I also cut out too. So those are nice. Anyway, so that's all I could say. Oh, this would, I mean, we still have leaves, but I was playing around with the design, and this is the thinner one. And so I was playing around with it, and that's why I said, okay, I'll just use some of my retired stuff for it. And so I like it. I like the card. But anyway, I miss those leaves. But I had cut out so many of those leaves last year. I just hate to throw them away, so I'm using them. Okay, so what's more? The slimline card that I just demonstrated is what I call number 2. The base is 7 inches by 8.5, and then the front inside is 3 1/4 by 8 1/4. And this one you score it at 4 1/4, I think. 3. I don't know. I can't remember. Let me do this again. I'm so sorry. I don't want to give you the wrong information. So this is 8 inches by 8.5, which is this one, number 1. Okay, so this is what you score it at 4. Okay, and then the front inside is 3 3/4 by 8 1/4. So that's this one. This is number 1. Number 2 is the skinny mini, and that one is 7 by 8.5. And then you would score it at 3.5 for that one. And then the front inside is 3 1/4 by 8 1/4. So anyway, I will post those when I put it in my blog. But for now, you have it. Thank you so much for joining me. Tomorrow is Wednesday, Wind Down Wednesday with Toady. So if you have time, come back and join me at 7 o'clock, and I'll do something fun. I have no idea. I have lots of ideas, but I have no idea what I'm doing yet. That's just how I roll. So I will be excited as you are at 7 o'clock tomorrow night. And God bless. Have a wonderful evening. Stay safe. Good night.